Hey, what is up YouTube? ZZCuber here, and in this tutorial I will be teaching you how I lube my Rubik's Cubes, and I'm just going to show you what I think is the best method for lubing your cubes. So here's a Rubik's Cube. I have lubed this in the past, but it has gotten a little slower and like kind of sluggish, so I decided I'm going to lube it. So what you're going to need is, of course, lube. So I'm going to be using these two syringes. This is cubicle weight 2 and this is cubicle weight 4. And the reason why you want two different weights is because if you're going to be using different weights for different parts of the puzzle. So I use a higher weight for the core and I use a lower weight for the pieces. Now, in case you don't know what weight means, weight is basically the viscosity of the lube. So weight 1 is kind of like runny, kind of like a consistency of like water, something like that, whilst a higher weight would be something like honey, or something like kind of like the consistency of honey, or something kind of like more thick, molasses maybe. That's just another example. So yes, you want to use both kinds. So now here's how I do it. So what I do is oh, and also this can be applied to other puzzles as well, like the higher cubes, but you'll just have to repeat the steps but take out more pieces. So the first thing I do is I just take out any row of 3 pieces. So I'm gonna go do that right now. All right. Now once you've done that, you want to get out. Now I'm going to be doing the weight 4 first. This is weight 4. And I'm just going to be putting a little squirt in the middle, in the core. I don't know if you can really see it. I'll try to get a good view. If the camera will focus. I'm just gonna put a little bit, not too much. Just gonna put like, the camera doesn't want to focus, but see, I don't know how well you can see, but just gotta put a little bit in there and just kind of like spread it around like that. Focus, come on. My camera doesn't want to focus. Okay. So now once you've done that, you want to grab your weight 2, and you're going to want to just, now this is where you can be a little more generous with the lube, and then now you can just kind of squirt some along these pieces. Now be very, very slight with your movements. You don't want to put too much lube in, and maybe put some in here as well. Do not apply too much force when pushing down, because you can end up putting too much by mistake, and that will make the cube very, very gummy. All right, so once you've done that, I'm actually gonna go out a little bit more. So that's quite a bit, actually. I probably shouldn't have put that much. Anyways, after that, you're gonna wanna do this, put the pieces back in. And when you're doing this, make sure you keep track of which pieces you did, because you're gonna see why in a minute. I can get this piece back in. There. Okay. Now, so we did this side. Now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to do the diagonal side. So you see right here, you're gonna just flip it from here to here. And now we're gonna repeat the exact same process. So let's see if I can get a better view this time for you guys. So literally you just repeat the same process. You go here and you just put some lube in the middle. Now you grab your weight 2 or your low weight. There you go. Now you put the pieces back in. flow back in. Alright, finally, there we got it. It took me a little bit. Now what you want to do is just work it in. So solve, practice, and you can already see this thing is much better. And you want to repeat this process when the cube starts to get, once the cube starts to feel dry and sluggish, you want to put some more lube in. So do this periodically. I've had to lube this a few times already. So yeah, you guys, you get the idea, and you can also repeat this for a higher order puzzle. So say you were doing it with like, I'm having my 4x4 with me now. But yeah, that's the general idea of things, and thank you for watching. So if you like the video, subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.